So today's topic on millennial issues is about
Feminism.
So as usual, our wonderful hosts are, we have Andre,
Hey guys.
Mr. Sheldon.
What's up, y'all?
Oh, it is.
Give me money replay. Give me. Hey, I'm in the building.
And then we have Sandrine.
Hi guys.
And I'm Trina. Guys, if we laugh Olive, you should have been here earlier.
Yes, you should have, guys.
Look, cool. That conversation
We're gonna
is
give
not for
a behind the scenes.
We had a pre-conversation.
We're not forget a behind the scenes, guys.
Yeah. And it all sprung from feminism. I can't believe it. Right? Anyway, it's Trina.
So here we go. What is feminism? So we have a dictionary definition of feminism. So feminism is seen as an ideology and a social construct or thought movement that fights for the social, political, and economic rights for women. Feminists firmly believe that women are just as equal as men and they deserve the same rights. No gender is superior to the other. Another more simple layman's definition would be equality of the sexes to create a level playing field. And it's really not about lowering men. It's about raising women to the level of men so that everybody can be equal.
So in your layman definition, you said it's really, really and truly not about lowering men. But I don't really like the feminism topic, but I don't have a choice. So I want to ask the question though. Radical feminists, what are they? Because I've seen them more than any other feminist, and I think what they specialize in, really and truly, in my opinion, is that they lower men.
Alright, so here's the thing. With every movement, there are
Radical.
different levels.
Yeah.
You have people who are borderline, like regular. So they're just split. So you have the far left, you have people in the middle who are regular everyday persons fighting to gain equality for everyone. And then you have radicals who believe in the extreme. And usually the loudest voice is the voice that you hear, even if they are not the majority. So it's just that radical feminists have a louder voice. And then they are seen as the majority because of this.
Yeah, but I wonder why is it that radicals get the louder voice? I think like maybe it's because of what they preach. You know, they preach this whole thing about, let's get rid of the men. We don't need them.
Yeah.
And, sometimes that's really what the media listens for.
Yeah.
The
Sensationalism.
extreme.
Yeah,
And if a group of women come and say, oh, get rid of the men, everybody's going to look over and say, how you going to do that? Because that's really impossible, but these people are so confident in that they're going to.
Society loves controversy.
Very much so.
Very much.
As Trina said before, the radical feminists, even though they are not the majority, and if we really look into it, they're not.
That they really aren't.
They really aren't. However, because they are the extremists, because they're the ones that go out there and they say the things that society more than likely don't agree to, or they say the things that offend the persons the most, and because they feel like it really is about allowing men to understand that women don't want to be left out anymore. I mean, personally, I have an issue with the term equality.
Same.
Because for me, I believe more in equity.
Equity.
Fairness for me is okay. Fairness means we should have the same opportunity to reach to the level that we want to go. But equality for me can sometimes be extreme. I'm not say sometimes it's not necessary, but a lot of times we go overboard.
Explain.
And I don't for me, I don't think it has to be a challenge like, okay, I need to prove to the world that everything a man can do, I can do better. You get what I say? And a lot of females, they take the ones who go beyond the level with the equality thing. They say, oh, alright then, in my house or whatever, me need to make sure I say, if my man up there, me up there with him too, and it's a battle. It doesn't have to be a battle of the sexes. You understand? So if I'm coming through this door, I'm capable enough to come to the door. I need a man to say to me, say, okay, fine, you can't open the door because you're a woman. However, I'm not going to fight a man if he feels to open the door for me. If I have 10 bag, I walk with my 10 bag. The only reason why I want to walk with my 10, because I feel comfortable, I walk with my 10 bag. If you ask me for my help and I say, no, thank you, I'm fine. You're not supposed to argue with me.
Yeah.
You understand me? Because on my personal decision, me could have see a man I walk with 10 bag and say to him, would you like some help?
Exactly.
I'm gonna expect you to look for me funny if I ask you if you want help. Because a 10 bag, brother, you decide then at that point, you know, and it shouldn't, your argument shouldn't be, you're a woman, so you should not ask me that. Your argument should just be, no man, I'm good enough.
Yeah.
You know, on that point, Sandrine, like the other day, I opened a door for this young man, and they were like, you open the door for man, like, that's you know, like, them I tell me, say, hey, I can't open the door for the man because he's a man, and a man is expected to open the door.
Who said that, basically?
Well, you know, society, like, outlines some, you know, some norms.
No, like,
They may
who did
not
say
be-
to you, like,
sexist norms.
I not
You're
remember about the
annoying.
person. If you listen to this, don't do it. Like, I don't see a problem with me opening a door for a man.
It's a
I mean,
door.
it's really not a big deal, you know. Really and truly.
Though.
But,
It's a door.
Yeah, it's a
Is
door.
but then society already outlined that hey, a man is supposed to open a door for you to be a gentleman. A man is supposed to put you on
So
the
that
seat,
makes
a
you
man is
less
supposed
of
to
a
pay
man?
for this.
Is he saying that he
Is it-
feels emasculated because you opened the door for him?
No, he did not feel anyway. It was I just thank you, and you know, I
I
mean,
feel like I'm friend them. Did I create the
I
excitement?
never
though?
friend them
Uh-oh.
as some girl. Maybe them are radical feminists, so them just believe say, yo, we now open a door for that man. Yeah,
Or
that man,
maybe
yeah.
they're
But I
like,
know.
or they could be like, you know, super traditional girl. That's just
Yeah,
like,
they're just
we don't open doors
traditionalists.
for
We
men.
don't open door for men. I mean,
That's
today-
real super.
in today's society, I think we still have a lot of females who believe on just Friday night. You know, we're having this conversation about it with a group of friends of mine. And we were talking about the females who believe that man must spend money upon them.
Mm-hmm.
Man must do everything that they don't need for work. And for me, it's ridiculous. And it's not because, and I was having a conversation this morning with a friend of mine who, you know, lovely friend. I love you when I call your name.
You never can call her for the name for her.
Because I know she don't like
Okay.
it, you know, but big up yourself. You know, I'm a real G.
Okay.
She's a feminist, you know, and she shares certain things with me. And she shared, I was telling you guys before about the Chimamanda Adichie, her interview. That she had about, 15 reasons, I think, suggestions how to grow your child, or something like that. Anywho, we're having a conversation. I was saying, I don't identify as a feminist only because I don't necessarily agree with the concept of equality, in its entirety. And so, the conversation that we were having was that a lot of females, them believe, say, if me I talk to you, Andre, you must do me here, do this, whatever. I'm not do nothing for sit on my yard and have. And I mean, for me, some of them don't even want to have children. They just the whole responsibility goes entirely to the man. So the man makes all the decisions. Anything supposed to man manage money and all them do a collect. You get what I say? And females like that, I will never have respect for them. I'm not gonna take it back to anybody out there listen to this or they can feel away. I don't care. Cool? But now I take it back because I think, and it has nothing to do with feminism. For me, it's just your own development. And so I believe that as a woman, I should be allowed the same opportunity to make money. To decide whether or not I want to have children. To decide whether or not I want to
do an abortion.
different
conversation.
You know why Kim a go there so?
Different conversation, Kim. But
I know what you're saying
But
because I have my boyfriend and we share a lot of responsibilities. Like, we're up on the same playing field when it comes to money. We're both college students. We're both broke. Both broke. And a lot of the times, there are certain things that I know that guys will feel being guys and they would like to take care of certain things.
I want to understand that.
Mr. Dog make him
important.
if him say he want buy the 2-hour lunch, I say alright. But another time him will not have any money, and I will buy the two of us lunch.
And that should be okay.
And then I will say, oh, we're splitting this. And our friend, she will like look at me and be like, what? Am I buying? I'm just like, yeah, I'm buying him lunch. What the fuck? Why him for the starve?
Exactly. He's your partner. He's your partner.
Because he's a man.
And we can't get them girl there. So me, I say, if I'm going out with you, right? Cool, you invite me out. I'm gonna say it all the time. Mark you. You see, if you're inviting me out for the first time, you're a nigga or whatever. Big and serious. If you come out of me yard,
You are being
but now I say, if push come to shove, me not come and go have my dirty money.
That's right. That's right.
But I think at just that point in time, you have a responsibility because you asked me to go to my way for you. The next time around, where we're comfortable with each other, and as I say, if push come to shove that moment, and me have the money to spend, me gonna have my money to spend. I will spend it. Me go vex.
Now go over there again, because you tell me you go out of my house.
Right. It's not like we said to each other, say, we want to go out. At the first time in the boat, say, shut me, I shouldn't attack. I say, boy, me really want to go this. And I say, oh, me want to go there too. It's the first time we're going out. But we'll make a, unified decision.
Let's just go together.
I'm cool with spending money at that point. Yeah. But if me and my own business, and you call up my phone and say, I want us to whatever, are you Huawei too?
But I think the same thing goes for like a guy. If a girl call me and say, yo, XYZ, she can pay. Exactly. And not because I'm the man on the date means I'm going to pay. And then I've been on dates and see women paying. And then some people make up them face, and I'm like,
why?
Make the girl spend her money. I mean, them always talk about good body girl forget things, but good body man must get things too.
Back.
Okay, the things
But that's the reality. That's the kind of equity I'm talking about. Right? But so that's what I believe in.
Yeah. So that's the kind of equity we're talking about. But can women, finance this kind of equity? Because the reality still lies. Sheldon get higher paying jobs than me. So with all fairness, sometimes you have to look on the side too. Woman really have, as a woman, we really have whole heap of responsibilities. It's crazy how much responsibility women have, and we're still not getting. Sheldon probably get hired at campus newsroom, big up yourself, people with them. And Sheldon is doing the same job as I am doing and probably get more money than me somewhere, somehow, don't know
because
how.
Here's the thing.
So,
remember,
how me finance date something there when you get more money and me, my responsibility.
I think that's conditional though. But sorry, yes,
because here's the thing. Men have been taught, because let's be real, the patriarchy exists. If you say the patriarchy don't real and a patriarchal society does not exist and we do not live in it.
Something wrong with you.
So, the patriarchy exists, and in this patriarchy, tell me, say, them never teach boy for go for things, and you as a girl, you must think about this and be like, alright, let me weigh the pros and cons.
And there's a man coming to rescue and all them fairy tale bullshit.
Men are adventurous.
And guys, because the thing is, a man will have more. In a room where you have a man and him don't know nothing, and you have a girl and she know everything. She know all I answer them.
She a troublemaker.
And them ask a question. The girl knows that she have the right answer. This boy don't know if him have nothing. It is more likely that the boy gonna raise him and same shit than the girl is going to raise her and answer a correct answer. Because we have been taught, alright, you have to be perfect.
Yeah.
And in the same way, a boy, all if him not qualified for you work, him go at work and say, yo, you know, say, this me have. Now this may carry.
We are so
we are so hesitant to go forward, and in that way, it seems that men can go forward and ask for more money than we do, because we always undervalue ourselves as women. Let's be real, we undervalue ourselves because say me worth all heap of things, but I'm the exception. I'm not the norm. Because me say me worth all heap, and my mother did teach me say
in where's the song name?
Independent.
Yeah, she's trying to
Trending
chat. And I think it's somewhat working. Females are moving away from that mindset of having a man spend on them.
Gosh.
I think it's actually working. Yeah. Females actually attach themselves to that song and actually
identify with
Big up
I think it's actually working.
Yeah.
I wanted to respond to Kim's question, about females not being able to financially, go the mile. I think it's conditional. I think it's conditional because I know females who they have a good job. They might talk to a man who they have a good job too, but because of what they value and because of what is important.
How do you know what do you value? How you determine that?
Self-evaluation.
Self-evaluation, and by value I mean, say for instance, you're not idiot. You get me? Because when we talk about independent ladies, and a lady will just get up and dash her money for a man because they can. It's for females who you see somebody or whatever, you see the need to share what you have or what you've achieved with someone else because they too appreciate you and what you've achieved. You understand? And so Sheldon and I are in a relationship.
From this century.
Boy, Sheldon. You couldn't say because it's close. Sheldon.
Sandri no want me.
Take the in, Sheldon.
Sandri.
You go 400 there.
Oh, allow me.
Yes.
Carry on.
Sheldon, you and I are in a relationship.
Wow.
And Sheldon makes $2 million a month. Right?
Boy,
I make
Sheldon
I make 1.2 million a month.
no, sir.
Right? So he makes more than I do. But I still make good enough money. For me, because I don't believe in equality per se, we have both had the opportunity to achieve certain things. For me, it's not about, and I understand why other females would, or why a female would have an issue in that particular department, because it's necessary for them to have that kind of issue. But for that relationship, I'm not gonna say because the Sheldon makes more money than me, I'm gonna pay less. It means that whatever we have, then I need to know how to say, all right, then this time on me, this time is Sheldon. Because Sheldon knows that I make less money or whatever, it's not going to be about, me need to pay all the time just because. You understand what I say? So I would have understood what the money I make means and how I can go about showing Sheldon that I care about him and I appreciate him too with the little less than him that I do achieve monthly. So that's where I come off when I say, it's the value, and it's conditional. If you have a relationship and you have a wife that does not work, that's her decision. That too. So when it comes there, so a woman can decide if she want to work or not. I not bash a woman if she don't want to work, because she might very well have a husband who makes 7 million whatever a month. And if in that case, beg you please, I will go blurring on them thing there, but I'm not kill myself if my man makes 7 million a month.
But think about that.
Not I tell you now.
I have something about that one though, because remember we're talking about, do we all have the same opportunities? If the woman was stay at home and don't work, they'd have the same opportunity as
that's why I
husband.
said, if it's a choice, I'm cool with that. And that's why I'm saying, if it's necessary for you to have a problem, I can understand that. But for the ones that don't have a problem,
I mean, girls that stay home on them own because
them just
nice
want,
good things.
yeah.
Let's do the. Speaking of which, alright, you guys know everybody the on Twitter, right? You know how the thing about men are trash is going around.
Yeah.
Man, know what one of here feel about it. Like start in a one circle.
Men are trash.
Start game. Like
Jamaican culture, or the men in Jamaica that are cultured in a particular way, you have some of them who are trash for true. Like with culture, from back then when the man say, man,
We have no girl and girl in a bungle. Girl from Rima, girl from jungle. Yeah.
yeah, so I can't say all men are trash because you have good man out there. I mean, I tell you, real good up.
Amen
good
to
up man.
that.
I'm not talking about man who only spend money on them woman, but I'm talking about man who respect them woman.
And look out for them
support
family.
them woman.
Exactly.
Yeah.
When we say them and them a woman, a union we talk about.
Yeah.
Decision making
yeah.
is split 50-50. And then make sure say Katia, she Gucci.
And they believe in family.
Yeah.
And them just support you. So me nah go say all man are trash, but you really and truly, you have some trash where me don't know how dump no pick them up yet. You really have some trash man where like one them will beat them one them will sit down. Hey, you know some particular trash man, the taxi boy them.
And the man them a barber shop.
Yeah, we scandal them woman. Them man they know, me don't know. Something just go wrong in them family line. They look at socialization
And they've
pattern.
normalized it.
And then
Every
the
time we go in
culture,
taxi,
yeah.
it's the first conversation. Them have something about a female.
So
it's so disgusting.
I can't blame the men entirely. But it is our culture, and sometimes are we female too? We make the man them take disadvantage and we entertain certain conversations and we lower our values and morals for these men. So yes, we do have trash men. Society helps with that too, but we can't stop stress it. You have 1% of man out there where no good so till we can't go no more. And we just want God just show down be a
question. Is it possible to convert trash men from trash to actual good men?
I believe
what is trash to you is treasure to somebody else. Yeah. So it all because sadly some of these girls like the trash man them, and which is why some of them will continue to remain trash because we still have it up to this day, and it's so annoying. Like the man that thumping in your jaw corner, or him not love me, and I am so tired of hearing it. I am from the ghetto, and I hear it almost every day. And it's like, and it's so annoying because I'm like, how can you love yourself and make a man thumping in your face?
It's a psychological problem.
Abuse equates to love.
It goes back to the culture. Is it just like how you say Shensia promotes independence?
Yeah.
Look at that song saying Uptown Girl them love bad man. I mean,
Uptown Girl, listen, we're
not going to go in there. We're not going there. Our culture, whether you want to be a part of the ghetto culture, everybody have them local mini culture. It fosters how you behave.
But like with Uptown Girl, them love bad man, we can read it a different way, Governor probably meant to say that, like girls, when you grew up in an uptown. Like, we're not going to say that uptown men are all soft.
No,
but we have little porridge and a go boat.
Yeah.
A lot of men.
Literally.
I guess the bad can be tweaked in whatever way you want it to be.
You know, because they're saying like a lot of uptown men, they're not assertive.
Yeah.
Some of them are wimp.
Them not for do nothing because them born in a them way.
Exactly. The notion of masculinity is seen as something tough in Jamaica. I guess that's where the bad
and that's where the bad man is
from. Toxic masculinity.
Who sing the song there?
Governor, big up Governor. Hey, big father. Boy. Alright. Anytime ready with the...
Okay. Carry on. Carry on.
You guys brought on a point of hypermasculinity, and I think it's time where we do away with that notion of...
please.
You have to be, super masculine, and you have to have this certain type of vibe.
This macho.
Yeah. Because, I mean, like, gone are the days when you need a big man for go down a country and full up the pan of water and walk home back up the hill. I mean, it still
chop
happens,
bush.
but that isn't the case anymore. So, I mean, we have geeks out there like myself. You have nerds and guys that speak standard English. We are no less masculine than the rest of them, because at the end of the day, masculinity isn't abstract, right? It's flexible, and so everybody can be masculine. And women can be masculine to whether they want to believe it or not. And so masculinity is a construct.
Same here. Let's remember the gendered constructs are prevailing. It's less prevalent now with our gendered constructs, because a lot of people, it's really nice and refreshing to see that. When they did remember I swore so frack me used to wear my little skirt for kill, pink blouse, and it's like really nice to see like little girls have on jeans and like button downs and hat. God know, the only time I used to wear hat, my mother left me alone with my father and him couldn't comb my ear. The only time. And in the same vein, you can see a lot of little boys and them have on that. My favorite trend currently is the little short shorts my boy wear with the cuff. And you can see little boy in
scammer pants.
Little scammer pants. Yeah, we're gonna call them scammer pants. And the new thing where what we're gonna call them pum pum shorts as is the name. But the ones that the boys wear, like the little shorts with
and then we're go carnival.
but then we're go carnival and something there. And it's like really nice to see them being embraced because before you could have never have a man wear that. Go wear.
Because if you look at carnival, like
Stone
the man them have them big feathers nowadays. Once upon a time, feathers in carnival also women now you have the man them come out now them feather and them wear the diamonds them
with hope, and the hope is that these things are coming across because of your own security.
Yes.
You know. And it's security in who you are, what you're about, what you value, what your morals are, what you appreciate.
Like we're teaching our sons and our daughters to love themselves,
to love
and
yourself,
and to be confident in the skins that they have.
So the discussion should be with your children, with your friends, for those persons who you have influence over. It should be not because you have a particular, lifestyle or whatever. But love yourself. You understand what I'm saying? Appreciate the things that you appreciate because those are the things that you appreciate. It's difficult when you see a man and them tell you, I don't know if we've seen the polls as to the number of men who have committed suicide.
It's increasing.
And the thing is, and it's going around as a joke, but we know how Jamaicans are. We know it's serious, but we have to make some of it, But the reality is, when them tell us say a man prefer to kill himself than cry, and that is the reality. That is the reality, and if we do not change the narrative, if we don't tell our young men it is okay to have feelings.
And a lot of
here's the thing.
Men don't know how to. We are taught how to express certain things. Like when you look at this whole phenom of murder suicides, it's always a man killing him girlfriend or him wife
and
because of some foolishness, and then kill himself. So no, so
because he can't sit down and have the conversation with her and say, baby, why you do hurt me? It hurt me and it made me feel like more and cry.
Because it makes them feel emasculated. Exactly. The man don't want to say weak.
But guess
you
what
make you seem weak.
The females are the problem, because
they don't ask.
See the man, but can say look at that boy, he said, girl, make the man burn I'm gonna do a bad.
And then make it bad.
First take up him and I let me. After some of them stay.
As females, I think we don't realize the power that we possess.
We don't know.
And it's a serious thing.
We don't know,
The flip side, because we're here for the two sides of the argument.
Truly.
This goes right back to us being raised in a patriarchal society because remember saying I not just the boy them a teach say man not for ball, because you have son and daughter in your house. So if you tell your son where him sister can hear say him not for ball, she is also going to say, okay, it's not normal for men to cry. And in the same way, this patriarchal thing, because let's be real, the first person to say that men should stand up and be men, because I was watching a YouTube video. It was who does them? I can't remember. I think it might have been Jubilee or one of those things where they do social experiments. And they were saying, do all men think alike? And they had 5 men and they stood on a thing. And it showed the different ways in which men perceive themselves. And there was a man and he didn't think that men shouldn't provide for their families because him feel like men should do certain things. And they're just like, but it's not that men shouldn't provide for their families, it's that he should give his wife the option to do X and Y. And the way he was speaking about it, we're just like, okay, so it was how you were raised. Because he was saying, oh, I want to be like my grandfather and my grandfather taught me this and that. We're just like, but your grandfather was not necessarily right. Just because your grandfather did it and it worked for your grandfather. That's the next thing. Enough of them boy I do while they go for what them did to them father that do.
Yeah.
It's some of these issues that we're facing. They're much psychological.
Because honestly, my parents do some things and I'm just like, I could.
I think parents
never
actually sit and contemplate the pros and cons of the actions of
sometimes we don't. Sometimes
they just
and even when they do it, they're thinking about the wrong things. Because my parents were together for like 27 years. Mr. 29 years. My parents were together for 27 years. And I'm telling you that me know in her heart, she was just like, oh, she was staying with him because of us kids. And I'm just like, we never happy. We never happy,
Truly.
And you think you are doing us this grand favor. But seeing you and my father cuss once a week over nothing, garbage. I know the kind of person I want to be, and it was not the person that my mother was with my father. And that's a lot. That's what a lot of our parents are teaching us: how to not
be them.
Like,
Literally,
we cannot come back and be our parents because we've seen our parents do some dumb shit. Let's be honest.
And I appreciate the parents like my mom who says to me all the time, she says, Sandrine, don't get the type of man who will sit and not take initiative. Don't get the type of man that won't make certain decisions. Don't get the type of man that can't talk to you about certain things, because she know she have that kind of man and it not really help her after 22 years. 23 years. You understand what I'm saying? That's not where she wanted to be. And I remember, I think one time, and I'm yet to have the conversation with my father. I need to. But if the question, certain things I want to ask him is, if I was with somebody, or if I eventually am with somebody that is just like you, how you feel for me? That conversation is hard to have.
Please.
That's so deep.
Make sure you put on helmet and
I'm yet to work up. May I give myself time to done school? So in case he vexes me after the conversation,
yes.
We can just...
I make my own money. So my office said, Daddy, we can get $1,000. I mean, that's just next year.
And the next thing, and here's the next thing too, even though, we see our fathers, because my father was making
love
money.
my father.
Love him.
Then,
but RIP, daddy, love you. I know when two men go on, I got dreams money and tell me some shit. But even, that's the next thing. Everybody's just you can ask a question. That's was your husband a good man? That's a nice general statement. It's a question you can ask.
Easy for me to tell you.
Not a lot of people cannot say it. Them will reroute it to say he was a good father. That's the one.
Regular. At the first answer, good father man take care of him.
But was he a good man?
Andre and Sheldon. Sheldon, answer the question.
Alright, like my mother, yes and no. My mother is one of the most annoying beings I've ever met. I'm gonna tell her every day. But in all fairness and honesty, sometimes the things I go through with my mother, and sometimes then the person you look for, they always say that the first person a guy falls in love with has a lot of semblance to his mother, and I will tell you it's very true, because my mother has OCD, and so as you drop something, she start cuss. And she cuss about everything in the house. She walk through the house every morning and cuss. She clean the house every day and she walk down the house every day, and every day she still say more garbage, which we don't know weird. But I've seen, and sometimes I don't tell her. I've watched my mother struggle a lot of times to do some things for me. I remember the other day I had a class and I said to mommy that I wanted to go, and my daddy was out of town and there's no way I was going to get there without my father. And my mother, I remember her saying that she's going to walk to work just so she could give me her bus fare to go to class. And I stood there because I didn't know what to do, because I don't want my mother to walk to work, but I also wanted to go to class. I really don't know, because I was so shocked, because she's done these things. She's done these things before, and she used to tell me when I was much younger, and she took her bus and by Lasco. Forgive me, I'm still love Lasco, by the way, and she'll walk go work. And so the selfless, I would appreciate the selflessness of my mother. When it comes down to my father, no. Me that never raised my pitney my father raised me. my father is, when them always say one of them educated people that got no sense. My father have enough sense. My father have a whole heap of sense for that way. But certain little things he miss. I remember when Serena Williams got married to a white man, and him cussed me the day if we ever get married to a white woman. And I'm like, what is the problem? And he's like, so we'll go through 400 days, that's it. And I'm like, whoa.
We never got you there.
But I mean,
Racism,
first of all, that is a man after slavery. So you know what you're talking about.
Right?
But yeah, like certainly, me not raise my son to be nothing like my father. My father different. Him different bad.
I don't want to go into that. I appreciate how I was raised, to be honest. Like,
same.
my father is a Jenna, and I've come to realize that really and truly, we female go back we look for father in our man. It's we're not
some of the qualities are.
We still look for some of the qualities.
Most definitely.
But like, for one, this is why their future husband don't lie to me. Like you cannot spend the most money for me. You cannot give me the most respect, the most love. You cannot do all of them good something there. And coming up in our session, we're going to talk about sex. Your sex could have
sex.
one. You could have do every single thing when I ever ask a man to do. But if you lie to me, because I grew up in a family where I see my father, my father does super mad until life for no reason at all.
Niggas lie unprovoked.
Like, and it just always turn.
I look on your life, so you did.
The lie is so honest that you can't even know. Yo, me don't even know how to explain
When they say
it.
life is nothing to, nothing.
And
You can see the way you could have said truth.
Exactly. I've seen where it is just detrimental to the whole relationship and how dirty just one lie can get. So those are some of the things like I don't want to see.
I think it's really to protect their masculinity.
I don't know what it is, but
In
on
most
our
cases.
side I see something about how has education propelled feminism.
How has education propelled feminism?
A lot.
Listen.
We always talk about breaking the glass ceiling, and I think
Yes.
education has helped a lot of women to do that. There's still a lot more to be done.
So much more.
Because I think a lot when it comes down to jobs, like women are competing against men and other women. And it comes down to getting a job, a man is only competing against himself and another man.
Yeah.
And so it has to come down where you have to really put women on the same playing field, and so everybody goes for the same job
Same opportunity.
and the same opportunities and get the same pay for it. Because a lot of times as men, we speak of feminism, and even for me, but then we misunderstand what women are going through because we aren't women and we're not able to experience it from their point of view. And I remember when Shelly and Weeks brought up period poverty.
Ooh, that's my
And
cousin.
that's one, like, I knew of period poverty because I grew up with mostly my mom and my sister, and so when is that time of the month I would know.
Sheldon, since you
And so-
touched on period poverty, could you just explain for the listeners, because most persons don't know what
So
is
period poverty is they normally call it the pink tax. So normal, because female products are generally pink. Don't know why. But so normally
Gendering of products.
Precisely.
gendering. So normally female sanitation or sanitary products are more expensive.
Them for free?
And so, like, when we call
So
them
period-
pad as the
Pads is the layman.
the regular name
So
for
period
it.
poverty is basically women
Not
lacking
being able to
sanitary
afford
napkins.
sanitary products. Which, okay, here's
So-
the thing. I personally believe that sanitary products should be free. Because it's not like people are saying, oh, condom for free. And I'm just like, before you say condom for free, you need to know say pad for free. Because every woman, regardless, unless she has physiological issues, every woman sees her period. It is a fact of life.
And if
It's
she has
what
issues,
happens.
she see it every once in a while, so she needs to be able to have it.
And a
when
pack
it-
of always should not cost $490 plus tax.
Just say $500, Teresa.
I remember, here's the thing, when I was living with my parents, not going to school, and my mother used to buy a pack of always once a month, and I would use my pack of always, and when I do my thing, I would go about my business. But then I start live for my own. And the first month when I go to the supermarket by myself, I pick up the always, but I had like 3-5. My mother give me 3-5 to buy all of my things then. But I'm just like, so me really got dash for $500 per one sitting. And then when I can go down, things diminish in quality.
Not sure about that.
And then you end up with something where like minimum, like a 10-pack. Listen, a 10-pack of pads does not last the entirety of your cycle. If your cycle is 7 days and it is heavy for 4 of the 7.
Can't last.
So you need to buy 2
Right,
packs.
and let us take into consideration that just like, other things, they have different sizes.
Yes.
Different kinds of females.
Yes.
For different flows.
I did not know.
So you need to have...
It's
You see, and
conditional.
Stick up
So you
in.
need to buy
This is
3
my problem. I'm currently doing my feature article on period poverty. And Andre, me just feel hurt a while ago when you say you never know that.
You never know.
We're not having these bloody conversations.
Exactly.
Men are not
That's true.
having these bloody conversations.
Speaking of which, my aunt, I remember my cousin is 14, because she in a grade must be 8 and a woman. Big up yourself, Jessica. Like, she, like, me love Jessica with, like, I'm my favorite cousin of the whole world. I mean, I like little bit, So I remember I was talking to her one day, and she was on her period, and, like, I knew she was on her period, because, you know, it's like, I could have tested she in a pain, but she never want to say it to me. So, you know, I said to her, you know, you're on your period. She not answer me. So I said, you're on your period. Eventually, she did answer, and she was shocked at that. And I'm like, first of all, I know what your period is.
Second of all, you make her uncomfortable.
No, I wasn't making her uncomfortable, because me and Jessica
purpose.
talk about everything.
You weren't doing it on purpose.
You weren't doing it on purpose, but yeah, you never understand that at that time it was difficult for her to just say to you, I'm on my period.
The reason why it's difficult is because when I talk to her, she's 14, she's almost at the age of consent, and her and her mom have never ever even had the, because I remember because like she and that's the thing, we should have these conversations with our children, especially the boys, you know. The girl needs to know about her period and whatever, but the boy needs to also know that his girlfriend or his wife will be on her period,
Exactly.
and she's not just being cranky 7 days out of the week because she wants to, but she has when her body is all these hormones are rushing through her body, and she doesn't know how to deal with it. And my mother never talks to me about period, but I used to fast when she and my sister talk. But one thing I can say about my mother did talk to my sister about her period, and she told her everything. At one point, them didn't even up on the same cycle, and that's why them just used to cost me off every day in the house.
Wow.
So yeah, but I'm telling you, talk to your children about it. I don't get why we're still afraid to talk to your children about sex.
It's
almost
cultural.
21.
Don't go have a conversation.
Me almost 21, and my mother never yet said
Remember,
about it.
that's for a different
Twitter
episode.
at Black Angry Cynic. At Black Angry Cynic, she did a nice little thread on Twitter about a couple days ago about like sex. But all of the people that would never get the sex talk.
A sex talk we don't know?
No,
We don't reach us yet.
like you know because we were talking about how parents have never had the conversation with their children.
Or probably with just one sex. Maybe have it with the
With
girl.
the son
and
and not have it with the boy.
And
That's
that
not-
goes back to it goes back to the feminism issue. And so my friend and I, we have the same friend, but I can't call her name. We have
Big up that friend.
conversation all the time about how parents can have a male and a female, right? So say, Sheldon and Kim are twins. You get me? And them are run out the door, and the two of them drop. Them are tell Sheldon to get up and brush off your knee.
No, go
And
back
them
out the
are
door.
running Kim
Yeah.
and dress
Yeah,
her
girl,
up and
we are daughter door.
Why you chip up your knee? Look how
yeah,
you
follow
go.
your brother.
No man, no one.
Yeah,
no.
follow your brother.
Cut up me.
Thank you. Yeah. So
Why are
that's
we-
And that's the sad truth.
Yeah,
you know.
I was
So,
angry when my
exactly.
mommy told me all of that stuff and I must say, Mommy,
But
love
she
how you
vexed with
raised me, you know.
She vexed with you.
independent and know for the moon a thing and
number one
trending.
trending girl.
Yeah.
and all of that.
Big up
But
Shancy
when you used to say
again.
to me, say, you need to do that. You think the man, me never
Yes.
that do it for no man. And I used to say, man, say, oh, you need to do this because you can't make a boy walk up on you. And I feel like sometimes I'm radical too, you know. But like, when she used to contradict herself, some moments she tell me, say, oh, I need to do this because I need to do this to my husband. Listen to me, lady. Behave yourself.
P.S.
Yeah.
P.S. Let's
Yeah,
stop
yeah.
raising our daughters.
Yeah, stop
to be
raising
good for men.
good
Thank
for man.
you.
Because yo,
Would not be radical either, but it all come back to this
But the
whole
reality is, I can't be, and I mean, I'm gonna bring this up. So week before last, which was the last week of school, week before last, I had my last class, my Indian philosophy class. I have an African teacher. For all my friends, them know. So me and this African teacher kick it off every class. Every class.
yeah, every teacher kicks it off every class. It seems this is a personality trait now.
Right, so
Sandy.
he no, but I mean, he thinks, when I say kick it off, I mean, I legit say whatever comes, just like him call me a bully. Because sometimes I just can't take him and the crap, to be honest. And last week, and I mean, he's African, so naturally his views are different.
Who?
Yeah, man, say-
Like that.
And so he feels he believes there's a lot of things he doesn't like about Jamaicans. Some
He's
of those
not
things
good.
unsettle me because of how he brings it across, and it's disrespectful. In the city,
because it is disrespectful because he's being
ethnocentric ideas.
Right.
Xenophobic. That's the word we're
So,
looking for.
so the day we were in class and we were talking about something, and he said, like, he was asking us how old we are, and he said something about I'm on my way of becoming a mule because he doesn't understand why at my age I don't have any children.
Wow.
When you're young.
Jesus flip the table and him.
So naturally, I understand where he's coming from, but I'm not saying
It's
that.
cultural.
Like how he
His
was raised.
culture is-
Because
And I understand, culturally, Africans, by them at 12, 13, whatever, womanhood, blah, blah, blah. And I had to explain to him that in Jamaica, because he had a flawed, view of what we aspire towards. And I had to say to him that culturally, depends on where you're socialized in Jamaica. And generally speaking, marriage is not an achievement.
It is
that
Precisely.
humans
Yeah.
aspire
People
to.
move away from
I have
marriages.
two sisters. Both my
It
sisters
is
are over
not.
35 and neither has a child.
And it goes just even beyond. So, and I said to
Yeah,
him, I
money.
said, you find, me said there's so many common law relationships in Jamaica. It is not even funny because marriage, whilst it was maybe at in the old time days, and it still was not, because a lot of the people then were not married.
Nope.
Yeah.
A lot of them have common law relationships because it's
My
not
grandparents
something that
got
we
married
aspire
after they
to.
had their
It's that,
lots,
you need
literally.
to have a man attached by your side to say you've achieved. And for him, he couldn't see beyond that. And I had to break it down for him. And I say, you know what I aspire to? I aspire to an education. I aspire to, getting a good career so I can collect money. After that,
Maybe.
the right man comes along
Maybe
at about
travel.
maybe, I may say between about 27, 30.
Yeah.
I'm cool with having a child at that age.
But I had a bit.
He was appalled. I mean, I said to him, I am saying to him, in our society, it can't be that, and it's not even just society, in the world today, we need to move away from this. You need to have a man by your side. I remember I was at church the other day.
Or, well, on the flip side, or you need to have a woman back.
Back of you. You understand me?
nobody.
Because we know
Behind every strong
Yeah.
man, there is a good woman.
Oh.
No, I'm stop right side of your baby love tongue. See, yeah? Right beside of you.
But for
Maybe I
real.
mash off your little toe too. Yeah. Thank you. But, and I was at church and they were saying to me, everybody knows Sanjay. I'm the same everywhere I go. I don't know how to be different. People have like different personalities. Same person. But they're at church and we're at choir practice and whatever. Sometimes me get loud and I don't know. The people who know me know that something about Sanjay I talk about there. And
I agree.
So then they me talk and me say something. And they were like, you need for, like, literally, one of them turned on to me and she say, me need for twang because, man not gonna want me because I talk too strong. I'm gonna turn to her.
Yikes.
I'm gonna say, excuse me? I
Excuse
say,
me.
first of all, I say, any man don't want me loud mouth and strong and all, him have to go stay. Because here's what I see. And I mean, I understand in being appropriate. You understand what I say? And I'm not saying that sometimes I can't, because I can be a lot. You understand what I say? Me know that, but you must be aware of who you are.
Yeah, that is true.
Me know say sometimes me have a little, me need for hold it the clan. God need for curb me up, cause strong.
Very strong.
But if my personality is big, I'm not go lessen it just because I want a man to see me in a particular way. If I need to learn how to have a conversation with you so that when I get upset I don't shout over you, that's an issue I have. I need to learn how to be calm in a situation like that. But you're not going to tell me, say, because when I get excited, I laugh a particular way, or because I don't speak standard English all the time. And as a matter of fact, little did they know, half of the time or majority of the time I'm speaking standard English.
Exactly.
But
you
for
don't
the
need to twang.
But for
never
the
understand that part,
situation,
honestly.
I mean, there's so many things. I say there's so many things that can't say in a Jamaican understand in English. I'm sorry. Certain things that can't.
Yeah,
You
certain
cannot
things
exactly.
you cannot
come
communicate. Listen.
You know, you might
translate.
Oh,
Let me-
yeah, but you know what, taxi, and you can't say, I want to stop here, please. Driver,
Exactly.
want to stop.
Everybody
It
gonna
no
look
matter
round
how
for you.
good you
I
talk.
said driver Lego.
It no matter how good, it doesn't matter
Precisely.
how good you are at standard English. You can give me a stop here, so.
Stoplight.
The driver probably didn't even hear it because
Exactly.
You
It's
know,
not
it's
a use.
listen,
It's not
if I
used to
listen
that.
here, one stop,
Bus
give me a
stop,
stop,
Lego.
let me off.
Lego.
One of them something there.
Driver.
You know what I'm saying? Right? When I got a shop and you did it, I can't say,
Hello.
can I be served? I'm a friend of ever told me, you know, because as me said, and that's a mess. I don't understand it because like to some people, like you know, I speak in a particular way. Because I'm talking about I'm not know if it's chat, pat around. That makes sense to me. But what I'm getting to is mothers, fathers, influencers, leaders,
guardians.
authorities, guardians. Stop telling your females that they need to be the best for a man. The prayer I made this morning was, God, remind me to be the best person I can be for myself. If whomever for meet me along the way, while I'm bettering myself, well, glory be to the Lord.
And them.
You know? But tell your females that they should be them best. Tell your men, your young men, be them best selves. This be good for man and be good for woman thing. It now work on a that and a that and a them something there.
Alright, by the way, guys, Sandra said be good. I didn't know if you didn't hear that one there, but she said be good.
She done would why you asked if
You saw my face.
So he said,
You saw my face. I had to listen again. I was shocked.
Anyways.
I was
But yeah,
appalled.
so-
your body now.
Be good.
Thank you.
Be
Thank you.
good, guys.
Thank
Good
you.
all
good.
the time for yourself. Thank you.
So like the last question is feminism really accomplishing all of what it said?
No.
Wait, it doesn't say all.
But
It's
alright, is feminism
accomplishing
alright,
what it said to
yeah,
do.
but what are the goals of
Remember,
feminism? Is
alright,
it only
level up.
is it only to like bring women up? Because I mean you can bring them up there,
Yeah.
but how long them are gonna stay there?
Yeah.
Actually, look at
And what
I-
determines the journey that you take after you
Exactly,
get there.
because I remember Sister Camina Johnson Smith, and she like she said, you don't have to bring the men down to where the women are. If everybody's at the table, all you need to do is extend the table and add a couple more seats. You don't need to mash up the
At the
table,
upper-
and you need to build over a
but
table.
feminism
that's
is
it.
mashing up. Feminism
Like
make
radical
up on the girl.
feminism.
Because a
like,
lot of
we
people
don't
are
need to mash down the-
misunderstanding the
Exactly.
purpose. So that's the message. So when it goes right back to that, if we sit around a table, it not to be a case where the women have to sing at a particular side of the men. No, just make sure say enough seats are there.
are at the table.
When suggestions are being made, ensure say the woman talk too.
Precisely.
You get what me I say? Make sure say hear the man too.
Stop
And then-
asking her if she
I'm
come there
going to
serve the
blame.
coffee.
I'm going to
Exactly,
blame
man.
the failure of the whole feminism movement on our education system. I remember when I was doing sociology back in high school. I remember back then you had males matriculating to the university rather than a female.
Yeah.
I remember
Yeah,
the
yeah.
syllabus.
I did
my eye on
right.
that.
The syllabus was geared towards men because they were going and then
Yeah,
when
they
they found a
wanted
problem
women.
now with how the syllabus was set up or how they wrote the syllabus, they changed the syllabus entirely to foster women. Why didn't you change the syllabus to accommodate
Cohesive,
right both?
Because-
So blame it on the education system that changed us from a more radical patriarchal set
View,
To a radical
to a
feminist.
to a whole entire female structure.
Yeah.
So blame it from
But,
the
I mean,
socialization
flip side to
agent
that
from
is
first.
persons always say our educational system fosters women versus
But
men.
then,
here's the
traditionally
thing.
traditionally
I won't say
fostered
back then
men.
because like traditionally, like when I was in primary school, like I think the way we set up like exams and whatever, I think it because like a girl at 12 and a guy at 12, they'll do GSAT at different phases. At 12, women will be more physiologically mature than men. Yeah.
Yeah.
And development comes holistically, right? because I'm not going to be at 8 with the mind of a 15-year-old while at 8. And it is so, the more you grow is the more you mature. And I'm not necessarily talking about growing in height, but the more you age, the more you see and the more you experience, your development advances. And it's the same for both genders. And yes, we might start teaching your girl at 12 that you're preparing her to be a mother, and you're just dragging the boy along in the dirt. And to whatever point he gets to when he decides to be mature, that is undisputed, because that's how we raise our children generally in the Jamaican society. However, I've seen where educational system helps women, not really, but on the basis of we push women to have an education because we want them because we think that's the way that they'll become equal to men.
Remember, we are millennials, right? And it goes back now, because obviously I'm going to start that point with the whole education system. We can't speak for back then, but speaking to my grandmother Ruby Grant, pick up yourself, 81 and such, wisdom. Back then, males had a better opportunity educational wise than us. Then when the system changed, now you see a female can easily go to a teacher. You hardly even see any man teacher in the schools. So nowadays girls are more comfortable to go to teachers and correct their homeworks, and they're just more lenient now towards females. So, and that's where the problem is, where males are kind of, educational, academically, they're kind of declining because they don't have enough support system from a teacher that say, hey, boy, I got do your work. Very rare. I had 5 males at high school. And it was always a tug of war with us, probably 5 or 7 girls. Because we had women teacher who propelled these young men. So if you realize one education system that the female teacher is totally unbiased towards both gender, then you would see a level of equality, and probably men them would have beat, because the man them they beat with.
So you have the woman them will love off a boy pitting them, and boys, all my boys have to sit at the front.
Yeah,
and it's
the same thing now. You have more
from one extreme to the next.
You have more teachers now saying to the girls, say, want me have to pull your weight, and if she get 50, she want to know why she get 50, and she have to bring up that 50 to a 75, and them just leave them. Them just leave them. They just leave the boy slap up and all of that. Well, at my high school, I see we're always competing. So we and the boys them back and forth, and it was just so much because the teacher invested effort in not only we over here so as a girl, and because she a woman, but she put out as much effort. So it all goes back to...
One thing I will thank feminism for is diversifying what the workforce looks like. Because I remember growing up, a man being a nurse was completely taboo. And a woman being a doctor was also taboo. And so it's good seeing, even though it's still predominantly, the nursing sector is still predominantly for women, you will see male nurses out there. And big up to all the male nurses out there, no matter if the work look like for women, continue and go through. And the same for female doctors.
Or female contractors.
Or that too, engineers. So when you go over medicine, you say, well, if a woman, and you're like, thank God, this is changing. Women are becoming doctors, and doctor isn't just for a man. And I remember, I think my grandmother once told me, like, I think when she went to the doctor once, and she asked, they asked for a male doctor, and I said, I don't get what the issue is. I'm pretty sure a woman who went through school, chances are did better than him. She is just as competent and can do the surgery probably even better than he did.
And I mean, the last comment I want to give, about this, because the question is the education system doing enough? Or,
how has education propelled the feminism movement?
For me, and I hear, but for me, the flip side is I don't think they're doing enough to propel it, especially on the secondary level. I mean, there's so many high schools who they don't have a good enough balance. And my sister goes to Queens. I mean, she's finishing this year. But her biggest concern is they don't have enough vocational subjects for the females to do. You understand? So they don't have stuff like I think she was telling me that I don't think they do TV.
No,
And
she
stuff
probably
like that.
wanted to do like B-Med and they didn't offer it there.
Yeah, but I said, but generally, they don't have
So
enough.
her
They do like,
system is-
But the thing is,
we call it like
right.
woodwork or mechanics or
Yeah.
all those.
but
They
the thing
don't
is,
have those.
the thing is though,
things.
Sandrine, it's not a queen's problem,
No, it was just an example.
Yeah, I know. But the thing is, they always shied. Corporate era schools usually shied away
Yes.
from
And that's an issue.
vocational
So that's why I'm
subjects.
saying
Thank
it's
God
Because
I
of what
love my
we
school.
It's
deem
ridiculous.
vocational
It's
subjects.
ridiculous, and you're not striking the balance. And they don't say that they're contributing to
To.
the very ideas that people are holding on to. All these ideologies about women don't do certain things,
Women
and
must do
men don't do
cosmetology.
certain things.
I did
It's
electrical
ridiculous.
Yeah.
as my
Them
vocation.
not
I
have-
did foods.
and it's the same thing with the boys'
We did
schools.
TD.
I mean,
You understand what I mean?
like,
Some of
for
them
you,
not
for most
have-
of you that went to a co-ed school, like I think I'm the only person here that didn't go to a
Yeah.
co-ed school, and we had it different because like me can cook,
Yeah.
me cook for the
Literature
whole
is
house.
mandatory, don't it?
Yeah, we
We
had to
did
do
mandatory.
literature in all the way up to I think grade 9.
Mm-hmm.
Me can cook, me can wash, me can clean, me can sew,
Mm-hmm.
right? And so my mother raised me to be a wholesome child.
Yeah.
She never raised me to be a boy
Yeah.
or
Or
a girl.
girl,
She
right?
raised her picking.
Thank
That's what
you.
she did. I
Thank
remember when
you.
I went to when I was going to I was in like grade 9. And I used to always hear like my female cousins who I listen to them talk about they used to do foods and clothing and textile, and me did want to be a chef at one point. And based on the kind of subjects that they offered, I couldn't do foods. And my father, who is very patriarchal, might I admit, will not pay for me to do foods. Up to this day, I remember like I think it was the last year, was the very first time my father knew I could cook. Because I cook and carry lunch, and him see me with my lunch kit. And him see me with lunch kit, I asked, where you go with lunch kit? And I'm like,
My
food in
nice.
here.
Exactly.
Man, no carry lunch kit.
That's
So
what
when
I-
me supposed to carry me food in a hand?
Yes, yes.
Your
I
father
know,
would
I
Like
remember.
my father who never owned an umbrella.
Oh my
Listen,
God!
I remember I bought an umbrella. The last
toxic.
color them have was one pink umbrella and really that
First of all,
tear.
the problem is not about the fact that the umbrella is pink.
It's
Shanna.
just
No,
the
as in-
umbrella.
My father, no, him did cuss me. He was like, man, not walk up and down with umbrella, so I must get wet.
Why not? I
Yes.
love my dad. First of all,
Yeah,
my
no,
father
mama
have
umbrella.
the biggest lunch kit in life, Zine, because I carry him breakfast and lunch and him dinner, right? Cool?
Same.
Yeah, and the
Cook
only
every
reason
man
why
and
my
carry
father
at
don't
school.
walk with
Same
like
money.
my father does not like walk with things. You know them kind of man there. You know walk with things. Like you can't give my father like a bag. You know like if it's a knapsack when you can put on him back, but don't give him a scandal or nothing like a wall. So
Yeah.
Father have one pouch.
the only thing he holds like this is his lunch kit.
No,
He
my
cannot
father
give
don't
lunch
carry
kit.
nothing.
But as I
If you give
say,
me, listen, I'm gonna tell my father left him phone and road. My father, like, as I'm I'm just like, my father with my father, and then they get up outside the people, them company, and left him phone on the table. I mean, like, what?
My father have a document
Bad man no
pouch.
walk
That's
with things,
it.
cause anything him a go run, and no one know where
Yeah,
him
and my father they are going to school. You know when the father never
Phone
bring
and
one
have
bag.
weight.
Him say bad man no bring book. You know him bring a school. Paper and bag pocket. And when the teacher asks him for him book, you know them say, Steve, I'm finding him Steve. So him say, Steve, where's the book? Miss Milano book, miss. Paper in him back pocket.
Hey, we have some
Hot boy,
masculinity.
no.
Exactly.
Very
Man, you know,
toxic.
what?
So unhealthy.
Sick. My father, listen. My father,
Bad man no
my
walk with
father's
book.
immune
This whole
system was
narration of
weakened
bad
by
manism.
cancer.
And you know, I did sweet boy. Cause I'm a boy, we never play sports and sweat and anything.
Boy, my father had the sweetest
Can't
man
bring
ever
bag
book
and
up in
crush up
a...
him uniform.
My father
never
had
had these
masculinity
encounters.
because my father do all of them something the way
Listen.
them call taboo. You think my brother can left out of the house and see in a fall and walking out the You crazy. Hey boy, sit down there so.
Listen.
Let's in a fall. You
My-
crazy?
At one point, it was my father. My father had one sister, and I was just like up to them at like 13, 14. And it just him and him brother. So obviously them do all our housework. Obviously them milk cow and carry chicken. And this was the 40s, guys. This is the 40s and the 50s. This is people used to do them something there still. And then him come. And then I teach you how to do certain things. But then, look at him. Because he used to be so upset about the fact that my grandfather never allowed my mother to go to school and stuff like that. But then, in the same vein, he used to tell me like, so girl picking off for dirty stuff. girl pity enough is so nasty. Girl pity. I was like, nah.
remember that
My sister
commit
my sister did just
foolishness
move
there
out.
too.
Me never do fi sweep. Me not gonna be a wash belly, me a sweet girl. Sit down, cock up and read book. And then I'm 9, and then people are telling me that I must suddenly start sweep and wipe and then look something there.
Shock you. Culture shock. What's that?
What's that? Me, like, the first time I was just like, oh, I thought mommy was going to do it.
Right.
Done. Biggest mistake me ever made. Me learn how to cook all of them something that 1 year.
Listen,
That was just
remember
the
that,
worst.
like if me and my mother have an argument, my mother love get loud. I mean, like if you get loud for me, so my mother calls me,
Yeah, that's the mother I don't
and
want.
if my dear answer, man, not forget, man must be seen and not heard.
What?
Wow! Is that
Listen.
thing?
Listen, my mother tell me that
thing?
whole heap of
You
time.
lie.
Wow.
Your mom
And
said that
my
to
mother
you?
tell me, oh, like, go, like,
Oh, man, not
one
child.
time I left one plate in the sink. I don't like wash plate. Me cook, but I not wash the plate. And my mother tell me, say, no, man, I want a nasty man. Come wash out the plate, them. And my mother cuss. And my mother always tell me got things like, and my mother does this too. I think my mother still trying to raise me to find a wife. And I tell my mother, say, me not married for now. Me not doing it. Me not doesn't
ever.
it. Me not doesn't getting married for now. Not at all. As Maki would have said, not at all.
Not at all.
Not at all.
So what are we leaving with them?
Um,
On our...
I want to leave males in particular with the idea that it's okay to cry. Always feel
Express
free to
yourselves.
cry. Speak
Yeah.
with someone. Don't consider suicide, guys. Do not.
Please,
No.
man, them's out there.
Yeah.
Please walk with the umbrella when you're in a far. Because it really actually not look good for you dress up nice so you just look soaking wet. That wet
Right.
isn't sexy at all.
Not that way.
That's
Not
not romantic
that
at
way.
all.
You know, they see the girl up on the road and say, share your umbrella with me. Not, no, you know, come under my umbrella. Bring
Please,
your own.
guys, just review this whole thing of masculinity.
Yeah.
Stop taking up this whole toxic thing for no it's a man for this and
Man.
Please assess,
Be
do
yourself.
some
Be authentic.
self-evaluation. And kind of lay off of social media to like tell someone for be this
Exactly.
and tell them for do that. Just think about what you want for yourself and what will be beneficial to you in the future, and stop thinking about say man have to be strong physically, man have to have abs, man have to do this and man have to that. I'm not
Yeah,
telling
go
line,
so,
I'm
go
not like a
so.
big belly man and a fat man, you know. That's too much work they say that. Health problem and all of them something there, you know. But I'm saying, please shave out in the arm, man them,
Female
woman,
shave too.
please shave. Now because you not come talk
Nobody
about,
come tell me about equality.
Don't
and
tell me,
man
yeah.
shave, say enough is look.
don't tell me a man cannot do what a
Health.
woman do and still
And-
be a man, and a
right,
woman can't
precisely.
do what a man do. So guess what? Stop striving much for this equality. We
Yeah,
need
anything you
equity.
can do, I
we
can
just
do better.
we
Love
just
that,
need
man.
this. We just need to be contractor and get the same pay. We need to can be able to be admitted at the university and study engineer.
Yeah.
Males we
Yeah.
want to get admitted at university and study nursing. That's all we want. We just
That's
want a
all.
level
Level
playing.
playing
We don't
field.
want the above nobody or below nobody. We don't want that. Really and truly, we don't
Yeah.
want that. So.
Yeah, I think
Just
that's
go and
it.
be uno and not make society program on the thing either.
Yeah,
Cause
what I want to leave with everybody is,
sure.
no matter what they tell you, there are always enough spaces at the table for everybody.
Yeah, man.
Right? There is always space for everybody. You know, we always say that equality is unachievable, but equity isn't far from. And so I think it's up to us as this generation from millennials going to centennials, and it is up for us to change this narrative of hypermasculinity, toxic masculinity, and doing away with men by the radical feminists.
Thank you.
Equity is achievable. Everybody do what man. If you want go sow, go sow.
Rosua.
Right? If you alright, me
If you want to do
me
cosmetic,
eat,
you
me
can
eat more
do.
than
Even so, because you
everybody.
have
Me eat
Taylor.
more than everybody in the whole house. So me African cook. That's our first thing. Me eat more than my mother and my sister and my father add together and still left more. Right? So go. If you want to learn for cook, go learn for cook. Go learn for sew. Be holistic. Don't try to be man this and man that and woman this and woman that. And last thing, raise your children to be children. Don't force your 12-year-old to be a woman. She is 12.
Yeah.
Raise your children at the time, and that's it.
What am I leaving with them? Don't be afraid of feminists. your regular backyard feminist is probably the girl what's alongside of you, and she retweet two feminism sitting on Twitter. She know how she can raise her putting them for no, you know, raising intersex children. We don't talk about intersex.
Yeah.
But like, no, don't gender your children until your children feel like they want to be gendered. And I feel like that's about, you know, whenever them start showing interest. Because if your son like Dolly, we put it in chuck. Make him put it Dolly in a chuck. It is not.
And
There's nothing
Make
wrong.
him
please
put
buy
it
your
down
daughter a
here,
big
put it in a
truck.
truck.
Listen, yo.
Make she drive up in the
Listen,
yard. No,
I
girl, no
was-
one bag of Dolly something.
Me
I know
say, me used to
pattern of
pop off
stove
Dolly
and a microwave.
and used to
Yeah,
pop off
don't,
Dolly
don't,
and dash
limit
it away.
them to things
But-
that you feel that
But
they need to
at
be.
the same time, if they show an interest in it,
Give them what they
give
want,
them.
brother.
Jesus pretty play with what they want to ramp with. Listen, if them say them don't want to try stop spend money, and this is completely different. It's completely unrelated. But all we can think about, I mean, if you tie a box and he's still out the door and play with carcass tone. Gosh. But
But you
going
have
to
to
be a
make
great
him play with the
thing.
cock
Let him
and
play with the
stone.
cock.
yes,
So,
and I don't remember one of y'all said this a while ago. Made it up on Twitter. I'm so sorry. Just let your children be children.
Thank you.
Amen.
And also, just please not afraid of feminists. God no, the amount of people we don't like because them claims that me is a radical. God no. Oh yes, I hope they may just God no. But
Nobody.
if you hear your friend saying some misogynistic foolishness, please call him or her out because girls say some things as well, and it's not fair. It's not fair to the people who they're going to go out and say it to, because if you see what's the Bible verse? If you see the speck
In
in him
your
eye,
friend's eye.
pint it out.
Yeah.
Pint out the speck, please, because it's for the benefit of all of us. Because
Wow.
the
So
demolition
what
of
a
the
discussion
patriarchy
that
is
was,
for everyone,
right?
right?
Yeah.
The best.
What a discussion that was.
As per usual, guys, you know, this
Yeah.
was
Millennial issues.
Yes. A program
About
millennials,
for millennials, by millennials.